Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video of did I just say video? I meant to say the next episode of the Minecraft world. I noticed one thing that was happening in the last video. In the bottom right, you can kind of see it, the um black box, whatever, the where the text is. With the way how I play in a windowed version, it's just easier so I can tab out and go do other stuff on my other monitors. Um, I've thought about turning that off, but I actually use it so much, so we might have to deal with it. Uh, I might turn it back off. Well, it was never off, but I might turn it off. But we will see how that kind of progresses. I have put the roofs on to these, or the roofs, and I have been building. I have decided to put a building right here. I wanted to start the inner city, like behind the walls, and I think we are going to start with a big but small build from what I think I'll end up doing on the world here. And this one is going to be a 3 stories, 4 technically if you count the roof space because they'll have a pretty big roof. But I started to lay out the foundations and the beams, if you will. And I will work on this mostly off camera. It's just a lot of repetitiveness as most of these sections are very similar. So we will get this done in today's episode. Uh, Maybe not all of it. The roof is going to be made out of bricks, and I do not have a lot of bricks. Actually, let's go see how much bricks I have. It's going to be a stone bottom, kind of like I think I did it over here. No, okay. So how this building right here, it's the like the bricks on the bottom, then the I actually don't know what you would call that. That's yeah, but it's going to be the gray bricks, like the normal bricks, kind of like this kind of texture instead. I don't have an example of it anywhere here, but it's going to be like an andesite and stone texture, uh, along with the same this same white texturing for the upper 2 layers and the roof. But then we will have a brick roof with oh, I have a good chunk of bricks. Okay, cool. And we yeah, with a brick roof and a dark oak outline. I'm really happy with the design so far. I've been working on it in a creative world, so I will continue to work on this. In the meantime, I need to get more materials still, and I am going to put the villagers in here. Uh, I have decided to keep the main floor, the first floor, for kind of looks like I'm kind of getting like a cool tavern uh bar type thing, and then we will have stairs somewhere that go up that goes up to the next level and 2, and there I will have villagers. I'll probably just have them loose, and I kind of got that idea here. Let me see. Yeah, I have scaffolding. I got that idea because the balcony right here is made of lecterns. That is for librarians, and originally I had this um one higher. I was unsure if villagers can jump on this or not. So I tested it in the creative, and they can. I know I can, but uh, villagers are kind of stupid sometimes. So I lowered it down a block, so it's not what I originally wanted it to look like, but it will be fine anyway. But yeah, I think it's going to end up really good. And the main thing I kind of want to get out of this build, and in this area, is I want to add on to the existing builds, kind of like what we did back in the upper dock section. I'll come back to this real quick, where we had a building like this that runs into another building like this. I think it's easier to see in the front here. Like this one comes out of that building, and then this building comes out of this building. Like they're touching. That's what I wanted to do back in the. I'm gonna sleep real quick. I cannot. It is not dark enough. What the one bad thing about shaders oh my god, I am stumbling over my words today. The one bad thing about shaders is it looks like I should be able to sleep right now, but I can't. I lied about everything I just said. Ignore what I said. um so we're going to do that same thing here, but on a slightly bigger scale. So I'm thinking about having another building attached to this one, then an alley between this one and another building. And I do know on this side over here, it's going to be a slightly bigger alley because I am planning to put the door right here uh, to mix things up, have more windows around the front, and building kind of where I'm standing and have an alley going in. But on one of these other levels, I want to build a bridge going across that connects into another building. So I have a lot of plans and ideas I want to do. I just need to get them built first. So we are going to work on this. I'll probably come back with a update clip, maybe a finished clip. We will see how I am going and how long it's taking. So let's jump on over to that. All right, so we are over at the iron farm for no reason. I just happened to be here when I hit record. This is our current iron stock. So I definitely need to get the villagers up and running. Speaking of the villagers, the tavern building is coming along nicely. I have all of the framing up except for the other side of the roof. And there's going to be another roof that kind of sticks out right here. That none of that is built yet, but the hard exterior part is out of the way. Just lots of stairs and whatnot. Interiors can be pretty cool. We're going to do like a cool tavern bar thing down here. Then the next two levels will be just for villagers. I don't know if I'm gonna put them in like pods or anything like that yet. I might not. I have not yet decided. But I am running out of rockets, so we will finish this later in this episode. So I am going to gather materials, come over to this island. I've already started to prep the land, kinda. Now, originally, I don't know what I wanted to do on this island, but instead, I think I am going to put a general mob farm because we're out of, I think, render distance from over, not render distance, but loading, spawning stuff distance in over there. So I'm going to terraform this island to something I do not know yet. That's why I have the beacon up so I can fix all the land, because before I think it was all gravel. So that's why there's like big divots and weird placements over here. I'm going to leave room for me to grow my trees over here still. But that is not going to be the final place I do my tree farming. I'll probably go somewhere else. I do not today, not probably soon, but when I do get the mob farm built, I will be building an exterior for it, but I do not know what I want to do yet. So I am going to just terraform this island so it's a little bit nicer to walk on, and I will be building in how many of these? At least 11 item filters, probably 15. Mostly for gunpowder, rotten flesh I get a lot of, bones I'll want more of, that kind of stuff, and then some just for bigger items like that don't stack. I want a chest for those, and then I will create not this but something else where it gets deposited into lava or something like that, so we don't start lagging. if everything fills up, which I don't think it will ever always fill up, but just in case, we will put that in. So I am going to get that. I'm gonna get iron blocks to build redstone out of because I have so many of them, and I am going to go get that built up with these item filters. I don't know how many chests I'm going to do yet, but this is going to be a very iron heavy use because of all the hoppers as well. So let's jump over to when the terrain is terraformed and the item filters are in. Okay, so we are still over at the place where we were going to put the mob farm. I have just finished setting up the basics of the redstone. It's mostly all in. Um, so I'm going to put my stuff away real quick, and then we will jump over to where it is. So we have a lot of chests here. I don't know how well it's going to perform, but I've always had issues in the past when I build something like this that I always have not enough storage. So I should have everything that will be dropped because I'm sure like it will spawn witches, skeletons, like the bones and the arrows, zombies, spiders, creepers. We want a lot of creepers. I might make some of the platforms creeper and spider in that case only. I'll have to see how that kind of works before I do that. But I mainly want the gunpowder. Bones are always nice. Everything else, besides redstone, is kind of like take it or leave it. Um, yeah, we just have the standard uh, item filters here. I don't have enough stuff to fill them all up, so I'll probably put a hold on this somewhere. Let items kind of fill up so I can get enough items before I let them flow into the storage, the item sorting, and get clogged somewhere. Um, right here is where the center of it will be. Hey, it stopped raining. That's great. Uh, I will leave the link for the video I'm using in the oh my god. I will leave the video for the tutorial of the mob farm in the description. This right here is a simple clock. I want to uh, send the items through here one at a time. That way, if like eight gunpowder goes over, one might get put like all three of these gunpowder ones might pick up one, but then the rest will just go down here. So that is to slow the item flow going in. Let's turn that off. This last chest down here because the witches will also drop, I think, 3 or 4 different types of potions. Um, and I don't want to try and make a storage for those, so I'm just gonna have these fill up with those. And then like the zombies will also drop what is it? Like carrots and potatoes. I think the zombies and skeletons might drop armor. I don't know if the armor and weapons are from you killing them or uh them just yeah. So that's what that last chest is for. And this system should be a lot easier than the one I have over at the iron farm because I have one over at the iron farm too to make sure because before I was getting a lot of iron in the other chests instead of in the chests that they should be in. So let's fly over here real quick. So I might change this one out over here too once I redo this area. I have this clock. So I might switch it over to the other one. It works just fine. We can see only one's going in at a time. But yeah, let me get more rockets. I just saw them. Okay. So the next thing I want to do before the episode ends is sleep. I have my Fulbright on, so I'll turn that off in a second. Okay, my Fulbright is off. I had to I ran out of redstone, so I had to go mining for some more, and I don't want to try and use torches all the time. Um, so next, actually want to get this going a little bit farther. At least get the building constructed in today's episode. Maybe not the interior parts, but the exterior, meaning just the roof and the miscellaneous walls around the place. Look at that, a witch. Um, I don't know if I'll worry about windows right now or doors for that matter. Like this door is probably just gonna stay how it is. I might do that carpet trick with like 4 or 5 carpets down to keep stuff from entering and exiting. But I'm going to make sure that the villagers can't get down to the first floor anyway. So I am going to gather some more materials for this stuff. We need, it's pretty simple stuff. It's going to be bricks and granite and calcite and white concrete powder, which we have a good chunk of actually. I might need to get more of that. But then for bricks, yeah, I think we'll be able to knock out the walls and roof in today's episode. The mob farm, I will build off camera because it's going to be repetitive stuff, and get that working off camera. But we should get this done this episode, and I think next episode we will start bringing the villagers in, and that way I can also kind of figure out how I want to arrange them in the tavern. Oh, we need to come up with a name for that. Okay, I might use one of the taverns for my D&D notes, honestly. I have a city with, I want to say 11 or 12 taverns in it. Yeah. So I am going to come back in here and actually get my supplies going, and we will get going on the tavern. Alrighty, we are getting to the 20-minute mark, which is not yet time for the video, thankfully. We have some progress done. We have most of the roof in. I am still working on building the roof. I ran out of bricks. We can see my bricks right here. Nope. They're somewhere. You know what? Yep, they're all up there. I just remembered I ran out of bricks. I didn't save any bricks. I have decided to leave this wall flat so we can add buildings onto it in the future because I knew I wanted to do that. They won't be as big as this building. It'll probably be maybe half the size and height, maybe with a tower or something. I'll figure it out. I'm going to have to play with it and see what kind of looks good. But yeah, I've been really happy with how it turned out. And I will be adding more color to the exterior. The roof still needs to be textured. I'm going to wait until the roof is done and I plan out some little outcropping window type things. I'll probably have one on this side, one on the other side, just to break up the roof a bit so it's not just, even though it's not flat, it looks flat. So we have the big roof to go still. We have the 2 smaller ones of the outcroppings. We have one semi-big one right here. It's honestly small. And then this half slab one right here, which will be super easy. But I need to get bricks. I wanted to get the big roof done first. So we will go get some more bricks and come back when the roof is all done. Not the texturing or the outcroppings, but just the roof in general so we can see how it looks overall. And then we will see how much time we have left for the video and see what else we can do with what time we have left. So see you guys in the next clip. All right, I am back with probably the last update on the tavern building. I have not come up with a name yet, but we have the roof all done, as well as the other roofs that we needed to get done as well. These are my last 5 rockets, so I will talk more about my kind of plan after I show the building. So we got these 2 roofs in. This is what I was talking about before. And on this side, I decided to alternate these 2 outcroppings a little bit. I originally planned them all to look like this, but this one had to be moved over a block because I still wanted a roof on that side, like brick roof. And these 2, I wanted a little bit closer together. I wish I would load that one a little bit more, but I'm not going to worry about changing it. I think it still looks good, actually. I wanted them a little bit closer, but I kind of misjudged how close I had them. Then the interior is the same. I will probably have 4 floors. We're on the 3rd one now. I'll probably have one more up at that level because this is where 2 of those windows are that happen to be actually on the same level, in fact, which I did not plan for or know at all. Those 2 I'm not going to worry about. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the interior or at least the 4th floor for now. But on a other note, I have been doing some testing in a creative world, and I do know what the next building that will be here is. So I'm going to gather materials for that off camera and get that not started, but just get that going. But since we only have 3 rockets left, I'm going to gather materials for the mob farm over here. You know what? Let's just use our last rockets. Because why not? Aviators. Those aren't even sunglasses. I just real Vans, sweatpants. Okay, I forgot what I named my stuff. But yeah, we will get this going between episodes. I can't even climb properly. Oh my god. So I'm gonna get the materials for this up and going and built, just so I can start getting gunpowder. Oh, I'm gonna take whatever I have. You know what? No, put that back. So I'm gonna get that built up, and then we will see what kind of stuff we want to do next episode. I do want to get the villagers moved into the tavern though. So I should probably start thinking about how I want that to look on the interior for the upper floors. I'm not going to worry about the bottom floor interior because this interior on the bottom floor is going to be mainly for show and look. So I'm not gonna too worry about it right now. I'd rather get my villagers functioning up on this level and then this level. So I think I'm just going to kind of line them against that back wall for now and then see how I want to do the rest in here. But I do need to plan for a staircase from the bottom floor first. So I'm going to mess around with some ideas, get that going, and see what we have. I think I am going to be ending the video here today. It's a little bit shorter of a video than I was hoping for, but we actually got a lot done. We got this entire building built, and I'm very, very, very happy with it. So, yeah, I think it looks very cool. I love the design. Granted, the exterior is nowhere near done either. Just the structure is done. We're going to pop windows out every now and then. We'll have a lot more windows down here, but we'll also have places that have overgrown leaves like what we did over here. So there's a bunch of stuff I am going to do. I just want to get the interior done first and see where windows kind of pop out and stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode.